Hi there, this is a video tutorial for the Camosun College course scheduling tool. I'll take you through the steps necessary to generate your course schedule for Camosun College. First step that we have is to select a term, so I'll click on the term drop-down menu. You'll see all the available semesters and quarters available. I'm going to choose quarter 3. Once I've chosen my term, I can pull down the subject drop-down menu, and all the subjects available in that term will populate this drop-down. So in my case, I'm going to pick computer science, which is my background at Camosun. If I want to refine my search a little bit further, I can add course number information. So in this case, I'm going to add a 1 and grind down those results a little bit further, down to first year courses only. I'll change that to 2 for second year courses only, or I can grind it down even further by putting in the specific course number, so in this case software engineering. Then we clear that out. I'm just going to add some courses here, so I just add them by clicking. So I'm control clicking here to add more than one at a time. So I'll click on the right facing arrow to add those to the pre-selected course list. So this is sort of like a holding area for all the courses that I'm interested in and I'm looking to schedule on the calendar. So let's maybe change some subjects here. I'll add a couple of electronics courses to my mix. So now I've got a good selection of courses here that I can schedule on the calendaring page. I just want to show you one feature here. If you choose to change your term in the middle of a search and scheduling result, you're going to be presented with a warning, and what this is saying is that if you decide to continue, it will blank out all the information on the screen and get you ready for a quarter 2 search. Of course, you can't schedule courses in multiple quarters at the same time. That would sort of defy the reasoning of this tool. So I'm not going to blank everything out at this point. I'm just going to hit cancel to continue. Next, I'm going to click on schedule courses. So I can click on the top or the lower button. They both work the same, either or, to take me to the calendar. As you can see, here's the calendar page. All the courses that I've selected are in boxes on the right hand side, and each section available for each course that I chose is listed here. So to add courses to the calendar, what you do is you click on the section that you would like to add. I'm just going to hover over there. You see there's a hover over info that pops up when I put my pointer over a section, and which just gives me some information about the course, like the instructor, availability, capacity, waitlist, location of the course, its credit value, and its start and end dates. So let's start throwing some courses on this calendar. I'm just going to start clicking on a few. One of the things you might notice as you add courses is that some of the other sections for that course become grayed out. What that means is that if you were to add that section to the calendar, there would be a time conflict. So you'd have a scheduling conflict, 2 courses happening at exactly the same time. I can still add them on there just so I can see which one works out the best for me. So you see that there's now 2 sections of the same Comp 173 Computer Network Programming course listed on the calendar. I think I prefer the Wednesday one, so I'm going to remove the Thursday one. The Wednesday class works better for me. Now you can see the original one is now grayed out, specifying a scheduling conflict. So I'm going to keep adding my courses here. And one of the things you might notice is that I don't have any space left for my 2 electronics courses. Well, I've decided that I don't want to take those anymore. So one of the things you can do, of course, you can always go back to your search results page, and I can remove these from my pre-selected course list. So I'm just going to highlight those 2 and just get rid of them. Maybe I want to add another course on here from CompSci. Add that to my scheduled course list. Now I have the additional Comp 299 course ready to go. Unfortunately, it again has multiple conflicts, so I'm not going to add that course. What I'm going to do now is say, hey, I've got all the courses that I want. I've got 5 classes, that's a good amount, and I'm going to register. So what I'll do next is click on the Ready to Register button. What this does is gives you a little bit of information on how to connect to CamLink. We've provided a link here. Go to CamLink. We'll take you to the CamLink registration page. And then the 4 pertinent details when you're doing a course registration: the term, subject, course number, and section number of that course. Those 4 details will help you register for any course on CamLink. Back to the calendar, I just wanted to show you some of the other functionality there. You can get a month, week, or day look at the calendar so you can check out what your courses are going to be looking like for that week. Oh, this looks like some useful information that I might want to have with me on my first day of classes, so why don't I print that out? So I'll click on the print calendar button and my print utility will fire up, and as you can see you'll have the course schedule listed with times and dates. And it'll give you a good idea of your class times and class numbers so you can start your week off right. So you can choose to print at this point. I'm just going to cancel out. I don't want to print that right now. The other thing you can do is you can take this calendar and you can put it into a piece of calendaring software. So it's common for people to have their schedule on something like iCal or Google Calendar. So let's click on Export Calendar. Yeah, and some information will pop up on how to export the calendar. So on Flash enabled browsers you get an Export Calendar button. What that does is it sends your calendar out as a calendar.ics file, which you can then import into Google Calendar, Outlook, iCal, or whatever calendaring system that you're using. We've also provided a hyperlink to the Google Calendar import instructions that'll listed on the Google website. It'll tell you exactly how to import the calendar that you've generated here on the course scheduling tool. So I'm just going to X out of that. And that's basically the functionality that we have for the course scheduling tool. Hopefully it saves you some time and prevents you from spending hours generating your course schedule the old way. Thank you for your time and good luck.